All right, no music. Apparently I'm on probation again. I've taken too much liberty with my introductions, and Klaus has read me the riot act, so here you go. Here. All right, go ahead. Do the commentary. I picked the game. Go ahead.
I thought it was a good game yesterday, Bob. I thought that was
It sucked. All right, the game sucked yesterday.
People complain. They don't like to see mid-tier games, tier 6 and 7.
With losers on.
Okay, we're jumping to tier 10.
Especially that SPG player at the end.
And it's going to be a double feature, Bob.
That guy sucked, I tell you. Yeah, double feature.
It is going to be a double feature, guys. A dual.
Yeah, dual what?
Dual carnage of the extreme kind.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, dual shit show of the usual kind.
You're not satisfied with a tier 7 game?
I'm out of here.
Well, enjoy this. Object 277. Probably, I would say, now I'm going to make a statement here that some may or may not agree, but I would say that if I had to be top tier versus tier 8s and 9s, with one tank in this game, like this matchmaking, right? There's only 2 tier 10s, 1, 2, 3, 4 tier 9s, and the rest tier 8s. With this kind of matchmaking, I would say this tank is probably like close to the absolute best choice. Versus lower tiers, right? With this kind of matchmaking, what tank would be better? Maybe the VZ55? This one? And I'm saying this because I know the Super Conqueror and some of the big TDs and stuff, the Death Star, stuff like that, are also very powerful. But when you're fighting enemies that are lower tier than you, this thing is so far above because it has the firepower, it has armor, and it has speed. It's like you're a medium tank, but you're not. Even at tier 10, this thing is a heavy tank, but you're kind of have all the power of a medium tank, mobility and stuff. So you're a good tank at tier 10 versus tier 8s and 9s. This thing will just crush anyone, and we've just seen him do something for his team. He went to one choke point and then thought, oh, nobody's going on the other side, and he switched his mind, and he's a heavy tank, and he's able to make this move because he has the speed. And it's just okay, so let's just watch. Hold down Leva, which is not easy. This Leva knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And look at that, see? Well, unfortunately, there's SPGs. The Leva gets smacked by the SPGs. A person driving a Leva that knows what he's doing is formidable. He went to the exact spot that he should. Now, high rate of fire, decent gun, good armor, speed. This thing's going to churn through the lower tiers like a hot knife through butter. Didn't even aim that. KV-4 has a good gun. I don't know what the KV-4 is doing. Boop! Nothing. He's not doing anything. He's dying, is what he's doing. He's backing up, and now this guy takes the opportunity to cross the gap. And he bounces another shot. This thing is just, and the Leva is going to pay. The Leva poked up to get his one shot, and that's all he got. And, you know, it doesn't matter what you do, buddy. It doesn't matter what you do. You have no hope. Now, to balance out this lopsidedness, Bob has selected a game where he is, the matchmaker has made him top tier, a very dominant tank. Because you look at the enemies have an Object 277, so it's pretty fair. But they've put a collection of clowns, let's just say, a myriad of Muppets, a gaggle of goofs, a smorgasbord of simpletons on his team, who have so far donated 5,735 worth of their HP. Does it make that 7,365? of their HP to the enemies for free in an effort to balance out this game and make it more difficult for this guy, who now has to drive all the way around to the other flank again. It's like he's herding cats. He's going, you guys! And he has to go over here. You guys! And he has to go over there. He's going to like do it all himself. So here he goes. The flank that he went to originally. Oh, and this would be a really critical shot. But the cloak of dispersion on the Object 277 on the enemy team engaged because he's winning. But now he has not spotted this guy, so he takes a big one. A big low roll in the side. And this guy still hasn't been spotted. It's just the most beautiful. Ooh, I would have aimed it that way. Why'd you do that? Aim it a little to the left. Just aim to the left and take a blind shot. Why did he aim that way? That way, just a little bit. There. Oh, another high priority target. And this guy has not... Okay, he's been spotted this time. Oh, look, a contender. You could have been a contender. Oh, the Object 277 makes him pay. He's going, what? Well, you can press heat, and he can press heat. There's lots of heat to go around. I think he would have killed that Object 277 if he aimed just a little bit to the left. Because the guy was not pulling back into cover. He still saw the enemy outline. I think he had a half a tank width to play with. That's neither here nor there. He's in just such a beautiful position here. Single-handedly, I mean, there's nobody. There's just him, guys. His other teammates are way... The Progetto's 46 is somewhere for whatever reason, and the GSOR tank is somewhere for whatever reason. They're losing 611. He's the only guy back at his base. And, who spotted this guy? The Progetto must have spotted... Who spotted that guy? We're going to stop it here. That guy just drove the Object 277 on his team. The Object 277 on the enemy team just drove by below the topography, so he didn't spot him. The Progetto 46 on the minimap is behind the rock, so he didn't spot him. Are you looking at the minimap? And the GSOR tank is behind the other rock, so he didn't spot him. So who spotted him? I'll tell you who spotted him. Wargaming spotted him. Maybe maybe it's not accurate when I'm looking at the minimap here. That Progetto 46 is not exactly accurate where he is. That must be the answer. He must have... The Progetto must have spotted him, but it just didn't look like he could from the way the minimap looked. And, you could have been a contender. And now the SPG's been hit. Oppa! Oh, and the guy took out the SPG. Boom! Oh, boy. They're coming at him, guys. They're coming at him from all angles. He's backed up. He's bounced a shot. And a T-54. Boom! He tracks him. He tracks him. And the T-54 is... He does not have a repair kit. And he track him again. How long is it going to take him to... His track... Boom! He didn't... He shot the track wheel again, but he didn't track him. How does that make sense, Wargaming? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Boop! Explain that to me. He shot the track wheel again. He's standing by himself. Versus 6, I believe, versus 7 for the past few seconds. He's back against the wall. The contender is no longer in contention. I could have been a contender, but I'm no longer in contention. And now he moves forward to try and take out the turtle, who spent the whole game driving to the cab. He's finally got here, and now he's dead. He's rewarded by being killed. It took him the 9 minutes driving full speed. Oh, a direct hit! Wargaming has given the M53, M55 perfect RNG now because he is losing. So of course it's a direct hit now. Your Russian cloak of dispersion has been turned off because you are losing. And so now he's you gotta trade. You can't screw around. Boom! And you traded a tracking shot for a killing shot. And the PZ. What was a PZ? Oh, and here comes the attack. You got to kill the PZ. He's stunned. You got to kill the PZ because if the PZ reloads, you're dead. Forget about the KV. He knows he's got to kill the PZ. Boom! He killed the PZ. And the KV4 is trying the KV4. He's trying to get a shot, but he's a pussy. He hasn't pressed the W key. And he's still aiming, and he's dead! Olistola! Outsmarted like a boss! How do you like them apples? And he takes a shot in the air. Now, don't take too many shots in the air because you could get trolled. Is he going to take another shot in the air? Oh, no, he's getting rid of his HE. That's right. Throw away the HE. I think he's going for the last shot to kill the last enemy. Boom. He is... Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's see it, guys. Yeah. He's heading for that SP. What if you don't find him? What if you miss a shot? Uh-oh. He's found him. Daddy, I found him. Because once again, a 200 IQ SPG strategy. Drive around like a Muppet at the end of the game in the open, which is always the best strategy. Proven to us over and over and over again by SPG players. Why hide in a bush and load an AP shell? I mean, that's like I said yesterday, that's a too simple a strategy. Most SPG players are so intelligent by the fact that they've actually grinded all the way to tier 10 in SPGs. It's proof of their superior intelligence, and they have much more sophisticated strategies that they invoke at the end of the game. And of course, the correct strategy is to drive around. And he snapped that shot. He risked missing, but he got it. Kolobanov's medal, guys, and the other one here, Faden's medal. The two very hard to get medals. 9 kills, so he got more kills than his whole team combined, and he won the match. And for that, he's donated 45,941 credits to Wargaming's War Chest. Let's see if we can do that again, guys, okay? Russian tier 10 tank, top tier in a tier 10-9-8 game. Very similar matchmaking. This particular game has 3 tier 10s instead of 2. And another tank that you would really love to be as a tier 10 when you're top tier is the IS-7. For almost the same reasons as the Object 277. I think if I had my choice, I'd probably pick the Object 277. Although the IS-7, properly equipped, is just as fast. So it's it's one of those. I think I would pick the Object 277 or the VZ55 as a tier 10, having to fight tier 9s and 8s. The VZ55. Why do I say that? Because the burst damage is like so huge when you're fighting against tier 8, and you've got the mobility and you've got some armor. It's an insane tank fighting weaker targets. You know, as opposed to what's a really powerful tank? The T-57 Heavy with the autoloader, or the French one, the AMX 50B. Very powerful tanks against lower tiers, but they don't have the sustainability, the armor, right? They can, when they have multiple targets, when you're on a bad team and there's multiple targets, and you're on your long reload, you know, it may not work. These tanks like IS-7, VZ-55, Object 277 would be my choice as the best tier 10 to be fighting lower tiers, because you have everything. You have firepower, you have mobility, you have armor. I mean, what don't you have? The only thing you don't have is concealment, basically. But who cares? You're top tier. You're going to get in there and and fight, right? You're not going to be hiding. That's why, like a grillet. Oh, direct hit by the artillery. If you're a grillet, a tier 10, and you're fighting it's 10, 9s, and 8s, well, you're powerful. Don't get me wrong. You're powerful in any tier 10 when you're fighting 9s and 8s. But your ability to carry the game, the grillet. Well, you're not going to like rush forward and brawl it out and kill them all. No, you're still going to be sniping or hiding, or trying not to get hit. And if you're doing that, you are putting your faith in your teammates to spot for you, or to not carry the battle, but to make the battle proceed in certain direction. The pace of the battle is dictated by your teammates when you're a grillet sitting at the back, right? So yeah, you're still top. You're not going to complain about being top tier, but you're not a carrying machine, right? Look at the gun handling on this IS-7. He doesn't even have to aim. And there's a VZ-55. The VZ-55 on the enemy team also has fantastic matchmaking, but he's made himself a target there. For the IS-7, sitting sideways like that in the open, that was just not very bright. Oh, and another direct hit. This guy's on the front line. He's getting pounded by SPGs, and he just, oof! They got hit again. So he's got to get out of there, and he's moving directly. He could get hit in the rear now by the SPGs. This is really bad, but he's decided to just get the hell out of there. There's too much SPGing going on, and this guy in the VZ-55 is just not a very good player. That was just not a very... He's aiming up at the hill. He's aiming at the EBR and the guys up on the hill. It's not a very good position, right? So my whole discussion here was, if you want to be in a carrying... If you're a good player and you're playing the Object 277 or the IS-7 or the VZ-55, those... let me know in the... If you guys have other options that you think would be equally, whatever. And you got this kind of matchmaking, if you played 100 games with this matchmaking in those tanks, you should have a very high win rate. You should add 10 points to your win rate. Of course, you won't get this matchmaking. I'm just saying. But if you played 100 games as a grillet, top tier with this matchmaking, I don't think it'll affect your win rate very much. Because you're at the mercy of the way the battle unfolds. All right. What are you doing while I'm talking? IS-7, you got 3 kills. You think you're a big shot because you got 3 kills? Come on. You're top tier. You gave away a little bit of your HP to the SPGs, but now it's time for you to show your dominance, because he's killed the VZ-55, which is his nemesis on the enemy team. Now you're king of the hill. Yeah, you had to be a big shot, didn't ya? You had to open up your mouth. Oh! No need to aim with the IS-7. The conceiver has conceived to himself that that's not a very good tank. It's very conceiving. Oh, and he's been stunned. Both SPGs are shooting him. You are the target, my friend. You're the top tier and you are the target. Unfortunately for you, that's one of the things you're going to have to deal with. But hey, why not take him out? The gun handling on the IS-7. I got to say, it's better than the Object 277. It is. Just look, snap it, snap it, snap it. The trajectory is always interesting, the display, but it always hits bullseye. It's just a beautiful gun. But watch out for the ISU-152. Oh, that could hurt if he hits you in the side body. He put this central marker on there. Oh no, look who it is. Look who it is. It's a Muppet. And you tracked yourself ramming him. Get in the low ground. What the hell was that guy doing? Oh, okay, E75. All right, no problem. Just let him have it. Bullseye! Every shot. Bullseye, 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 bullseye. That's the IS-7 for you. Oh, I don't know. Might have to change my mind. Maybe IS-7 is better than the Object 277. What do you guys think? Which one? Which one more powerful? Snap it! Snap it! Bullseye! Every shot, IS-7, bullseye! It's the way, it's just, of course. And he's just churning through them. Snap it! Snap! Don't aim! Snap! Snap! Yes! Bullseye! How big is aim circle area? It does not matter. Shot will hit dot in center. Snap! Do not aim, just snap. Right through building. Snap! Papadanya, Gatov! Oh, yeah, go! Let's see, will the EBR get it? Or will the IS-7 get it? Turn on the turbo boost. Turn on the turbo boost. Here comes the EBR. Ba, 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 snap! Got off. Once again, the SPG on the enemy team. Time to start driving around at the end of the game. Good strategy. And so there is your double feature. Ooh. He won Carry the Stupids, guys. 9 kills. 6,605. Not as much damage, but beautiful carry. Beautiful game. 16 shots, 16 bullseyes. What are you going to do? So let me know in the comment section which one. Which would be your go-to tank if you had top-tier matchmaking like that you think you could dominate or carry the best. My choice, I might have to say IS-7, Object 277, VZ55. Those are my choices. Let me know what you guys think, okay? I'll catch you on the next one.